I'm Timothy Edling. I'm 25 years old and I'm a Mechatronics Engineer. The haptics lab here at Deakin is probably like the jewel in the electronics crown at the moment. You've got a dozen computers all sort of linked up, basically all for robotics use. You get to play with a lot of things like the haptics device and interactive gloves, simulate entire virtual worlds. This sort of stuff was just coming in when I left Deakin. I did mechatronics there, and I come back and get to have a bit of a play with their equipment every so often now. University prepares you really well, I guess, for the theoretical side of what you're about to do. But then when you step out into the real world, it is a whole different ballgame. After I left university, I started my own company. There were 3 of us originally. We decided to move into contract electronics manufacturing, which is basically prototyping and design for any sort of company that wants little electronic things done. So things like circuit boards in this, or motor controllers, things for automotive suppliers or for construction suppliers, make doors move backwards and forwards, or seats go up and down, or all sorts of cool things. We got involved with that, and we've been going for about 18 months now. I guess my role within the company is primarily administrative. I'd probably only spend maybe 15 to 20% of my time on playing with toys and the projects that we do. Unfortunately, at the end of the day, somebody has to run a business, so and that fell to me. So that's what I'm doing. A lot of what I do tends to be accounting or business-related activities, having meetings with people, setting up things with clients, monitoring projects, so making sure that we can deliver what we said we were going to deliver when we're going to deliver. Everything ties into work when you've got your own business. Acting really helps me feel comfortable talking to people who are a lot older and more distinguished and have a lot more experience than I do. That happens a lot, and I really enjoy it. It's a great release, I did okay in high school. I got a little distracted in Year 12, as some people do. I actually really got into acting, and that impacted my grades somewhat, but that's all right. I was lucky enough to get into Deakin. I did a double degree in computer science and mechatronics engineering. The robotics side was what did it for me. I find the physical far more satisfying. So as a result, once I sort of started doing more engineering units, I was like, yeah, this is where I want to be. This is the stuff that I do. I think starting a business by yourself takes an incredible amount of will, persistence, and courage just to get out there. You don't make a lot of money the first couple of years that you're an entrepreneur, unfortunately. It's just the way it is. You sort of sink everything you got back into the business, and we've been really lucky. We've managed to break even and perhaps turn a little bit of a profit, which we've then been able to invest in what the company does. So, pretty happy with that. The best bit about the job is a really tough question. Like, the obvious answer is the toys. There are so many things to play with and so many things to keep you interested. It's an industry that's evolving so quickly, and there's so many opportunities that what you're doing now will not be what you're doing in 5 years' time. The 3G shed's used primarily for manufacturing and production, a little bit of design work. Probably the best thing about the shed is the boxes of junk, and most engineers have these. They have a shed or a bench or a cupboard, and it's just full of stuff that they've pulled apart. The future for us, I hope, is expansion. I'd really like to see 3G engineering move beyond contract electronics, and in fact start branching off into other areas. The best thing about our company is that we are really, really small, so we have small overheads and we have an incredible turnaround time. Something that might take a multinational 6 or 12 months to knock up, we can do in 2 weeks, and we can do it at a fraction of the cost that it would cost them. So those are our advantages in the marketplace at the moment, and they're things that we want to keep. This is definitely my dream job. I couldn't think of anything better to be doing.